I'm pressing the button trying to get on, and here I am. Took me a couple tries. Here, I gotta grab my water. Grab my water. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Who knows? Who knows what time it is anymore? So I'm hoping everybody's morning is going smoothly for you. Hope you got your coffee, your tea, your water, whatever it is that sustains you in the morning to get you going. Get you going. That's what we need to do. Wow. I'm feeling tired today. I am. I'm feeling a little tired. I feel there's anxiety, there's anxiousness, but it's not mine that I'm feeling. And it's like this could be a day of just, going and just chilling out somewhere and just doing, reading a book or just doing a no-brainer day. That's what, a day that you don't have to use your brain. It's like a day like, let me just chill. It's not so much about sitting and just watching TV, like, that's whatever. But this is like, I feel like it's a day, let's just sort of like, just chill out, drink something warm. And I think because it's the first day of fall, yesterday was, but today's like, okay, now we're getting into it. It was cold this morning when I went out and, a little chilly. So it's like, okay, but although I have a full day, so I can't just go and chill out, and I got a class tonight. So it's not a chill out kind of day. It's a day that's, you got to get things done. You got to do things done. It's the first quarter square of the moon in the moon's in Capricorn. And so we have that deep energy, that deepness that's coming in. The moon doesn't like to be, it's in its detriment when it's in Capricorn, and the sun is in Libra, and it doesn't like to do it because it gets burnt out. The sun gets really burnt out in Libra because it's like, just make a fucking decision now and let's just get going. Like, all I want to do is shine and just be who I am. But in Libra, it can be just, it's all of this. It can be very emotional. So this could be very emotional for a lot of people, and especially over the next couple of days. And with Mercury going into its shadow and slowing down too. So there's these rumblings that are starting to happen, and it's opposite Mars. So here's Mars slowing down, or Mercury slowing down. Opposite Mars is retrograde. And it's like saying, hey, what's going on? I need some answers. And Mars is like, yeah, I know. I need some answers too. I need some things to be happening. And I need things to come, I need people to hold to their truth. Nobody's holding to their truth. And this is where it's like in Mars is, as it squares Saturn is like demanding this. And now Saturn is stationary. It's not moving. And with Mars coming in, it's just this buildup of energy that's coming in, and it's coming in fast and furious. Venus being in this lovely Leo, it's like this, but it's having a yacht, and it could be, it's quincunx Neptune, and Jupiter. So it could be a feeling of I just want to escape. I don't want to be in here, and it's making aspects over to the sun. And it's just like, and it's like, you're there. And the sun's going, yeah, and you're there. And do you want to switch places? And they're like, yeah, I wish I could. So there's all of this like energies that are coming through, and in a big way. And we might be feeling that, especially in our own lives, where we are wanting to bring in the harmony, wanting to bring in the communications. And it's, crazy news that could be coming up over the next 28 to 48 hours. And it's the drama. And it's also about responsibility. So a lot is coming in about taking responsibility and taking that responsibility. And it's so important because it's going to be thrown in your face. So you might be given situations that you've had before, and it's coming in that you have to hold to your truth. You got to be truthful. There's no shadowing of this. It's no half truths. This is about, with the energies coming forth, it's really about bringing in your truth and taking responsibility, right? Taking full responsibility for what your actions are. And this is accountability that's coming in. There is some surprises, and it's something that's been building, because from September 25th from July 25th to September 9th was a huge buildup. Like, there were things coming to the surface that we knew about, maybe in our own personal lives or in the world scene, in the consciousness. And now it just sort of came and it went, psh, like it's there. It's this buildup is there. Now it's given us some time that we are aware of whatever it was. We're aware of the story and what is happening there. And it's where the energy that's coming in, it's about where are we unconscious or conscious in taking responsibility in our lives. Like, taking this responsibility, but coming into our faith with this. This is coming into our ritual. This is coming into our faith. This is coming into where you are the center. It's the boy, the analogy that came in with this astrologically is the boy who's at the center of the altar, the boy who is at the center, right? So it's bringing in this energy of faith, right? Bringing in this energy of faith, and with that faith comes with it the accountability. Being raised, a Catholic, we used to have to go to confession. And going to confession is that when you went to confession and you went into the cubicle and you talked to the priest and you in doing your repentance, was that whatever you confessed, you were saying, I am no longer doing this. I am done. So maybe there were some sins I did not want to repent at because I still wanted to do. And some I was done with, so I would repent them. But other ones I didn't want to, because I knew if I still continued to do it, which is what I really wanted to do, I wouldn't repent them. I wouldn't say them. So some I would, some I wouldn't, And the thing is that you have to, and then we have to make sure that you're good. Like, usually it was, every Friday you'd have to go to confession. And then you make sure that you're good from Friday to Saturday, which I thought was just crazy, because as a young adult, in my 20s, and once I moved away, it's like, wow, that means I got to be really good between Friday and Sunday. Oh my God, before church. Otherwise you can receive communion, because you have to be in that sanctity of receiving that of the Blessed Holy Spirit, of receiving that into your body. So of course you really want it to, be good, to have a good holy body there, always felt so guilty, always. And so being that, so it'd be that times, but I got to a point in my life that I was like, why did I need one person to absolve me of my sins when I can absolve myself? That was a huge revelation for myself. This is where a lot of this is coming in. For our responsibility. It's looking at where we need to absolutely take that responsibility in our lives and say, this is it. This is what I'm doing. And I'm holding people to the line. Now, in stating that, and I know last week, and I did take that video down that I called the person the C word, and I took it down because I really sat and I had to think about it. And I thought, okay, even though I truly believe that the energies there is like, oh, you, but I truly took it down. I took it down because I knew I had to take 100% accountability for my own actions and look at my actions and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to take responsibility for this because I did say that, but I don't want that to continue to go out there into cosmic Facebook land. And plus that video got shared over 600 times, had over 600 views. So I thought that was quite funny. Out of all my videos that I do, out of the thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of videos, literally, that I have been doing over the last 10 plus years, I've been doing videos because, Facebook regurgitates things, right? And saying is like, that was, I mean, I've had some high views, some not high views. It's like, whatever. But noticing that within that conflict, I'm like, you know what? I'd rather have low views than have high views of people who are going to be critical and condescending and not being their true light. I'd rather have the views I have now, especially when you hit them with the C word. Yes. I'd rather have the views of the truthful people. Because even though the numbers might look small to others, they're great to me. And that is coming into the truth. Yes, it's fabulous sometimes to have huge numbers, especially when you're in doing what I do. It'd be great, yes, have thousands and tens of thousands and millions of views and everything else. Of course, that means money. That means people are booking in more and I'm busier and everything. But this is where it's like, okay, you know what? I can't, I will allow things to grow the way they need to grow. I will allow for things to go the way they go. And I'd rather have loyal, loving people, humans, who are wanting to, hopefully you're all human, wanting to grow and expand in their spirituality than ones that hold a grudge and wanting to bring you down. And that's where it comes in. And this moon, this Mars energy and the moon is getting us to hold that and look at that as our, what is your truth and what is your accountability? What are you holding true? And there's no, if you are saying something or if you have said, I'm going to do something. So say I'm going to host a class. And then I'm like, oh, I don't want to host the class because I'm so tired or whatever it is. But it's like, there's no bailing. You got to follow through. You said you're going to do it. So now you have to follow through with that. So this is where it's coming in. It's like you have to follow through with whatever it is that you are saying for whatever it is that you said that you're going to do. And Mars is coming through and saying, okay, here it is. You know that this happened. Okay, what are you going to do about it? Because I'm going to give you a chance to change it. And I'm like, okay, I will change this. This is where I'm going to change because this is where I want to be as a spiritual teacher. This is where I want to be as a spiritual teacher. Sometimes it's damn difficult and you want to say the C word a lot to certain people. But where is that? I mean, yeah, it might make you feel good, but where is that going to get you at the end? Where is it going to get? Where do you want to lay? It's like, my mother used to say, you make your bed, you lay in it. You're making your bed. Where do you want to lay? Is that the bed you want to lay in? If that's not the bed you want to lay in, then don't make it. Don't go to it. And that's where the energy is coming in. Is that truly where you want to go? And also do the investigation on the actions of whatever it is that you're going into. At first it might seem like a great thing to do. You might be totally aligned with it. You might be totally aligned with that organization or whatever it is. And then you find out, holy shit, that's not really what I signed up for, or that's not where I want to put my allegiance to. But it's being truthful in that so that you can say and come into your faith and say, no, that's not where I want to go. That's not what I feel is in my highest good. When you step into that energy and when you step into that, you start to say, this is right for me, or this is wrong for me. Because you're going to find that where you think you are putting your allegiance, that maybe that's not where you want to put it. That's not in your alignment. That just isn't right. There's something that sounded good at first, but it's not so good right now. you know, and of course, what did my guides have shown me? It's like, showed me the Nazi party. In, you know, it sounded good at the time because he was giving us food and the economy seemed to change. But over time, it wasn't. It wasn't a good thing. It just wasn't a good thing. You know, I posted something about our mayor, and it's like, it might have sounded like a good thing at the time that you are wanting to make allegiance with this communist leader because that's our sister city, and you want to, but if you look at it, if you look at what he's doing and he's in charge of propaganda, maybe it's time to take a step back, and maybe that's not where we want to have our allegiance, right? That's not where we want to be. I don't want to be in that. I don't want to be aligned with somebody who wants to bring in reform for my city, but wants to use things that are going to get my my mayor, who I didn't vote for anyways because I don't like him, and I'll say that out because there's something about him bothered me, really bothered me. And there was, you know, with the information coming out, because that's what they want to do, it stated in one, you got to watch the video that I posted. It's from Rebel News. And they bring, and they do they're a true newscasting team. But anyways, you know, where am I going to sign my allegiance? I don't want to sign my allegiance there when they have concentration camps for Muslims, and they're trying to, you know, and they're killing thousands and thousands and thousands of Muslims because they won't reform. Like, no, I don't want to put my allegiance there. Maybe I didn't see it at first. Seeing this whole thing, you might be stepping into something, you might like, oh, this sounded like a good thing. And then you get there and you're like, oh, no. And that's what Mars is telling you to do. Take a look. Take a look, because maybe this was great at the beginning. Maybe this person seemed fabulous at the beginning, but now it's just like, no, not my cup of tea. Cool. Then this is where you got to come into, and you got to come into your time of faith. This is what you feel for. Is this what you choose? And if it's not what you choose, how can you repair this? So it's giving you time to repair. So this is repairing time. What do you need to repair? Is there something that you need to repair? Or if everything is like, no, this is really what I align with, this really feels right for me, then I'm still going to continue on and do what I'm doing. So it's just like with my creating my spell work and wanting to teach it. Yeah, I'm still going to do that. And I'm still going to bring in my little voodoo and my hoodoo stuff and my root work. Yes, I will. Because I feel totally aligned with that. I feel it makes me feel good. It makes me feel in that creative way of bringing in spirit for people and bringing in that of showing you the responsibility for it all, right? So this is where this energy is coming in, and it's harsh aspects because it's holding people to toe the line. It's holding people to say, this is where you want to be. Is this what you want to do? Then, hey, okay, let's get to work. If it isn't, hey, Zen Squad from Switzerland, welcome, my love. It's been a while. So if this isn't what you want to do, then start making the changes, right? If there's something there that you've done, and there's people from Minnesota, northern Minnesota, blessings to you from northern Minnesota. Welcome, misbehaving. Are you really misbehaving? So this is this beautiful, this is the energy of us taking that action to create the changes that we soul want. And looking at the relationships that are coming in. And, you know, this is when we look into that energies of who we are and who we want to be aligned with, right? You know, and like little misbehaving, saying like, you know, she is, you know, little angel. Yeah, that's I love it. Because it's like, yeah, I might say I'm misbehaving, but I'm an angel because I know who I am and I know what I like, and this is who I am. And that's beautiful, right? Because sometimes, you got to do a little misbehaving to get to where you need to go to, right? And aligning into your truth. We need to make some sort of, even what I'm going to say, penance right now in things or actions that we have done that have not aligned, and releasing them. This is, as we're going on later on into the week, into the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's just going to get nuttier with the energies. Things are going to, we're going to see some more, we're going to, by the end of the day, there's going to be some more upheaval that's going to show up within the consciousness, and more information is going to come up. Like, things are just going to be like, whoa, hold on here, that's not what I wanted, or whoa, that's that's where I want to go. So we're going to see it, and it's going to come forth for us, and decisions there where we are going to see where we want to put our alliances. Are those the relationships that we truly, truly want to be? Because we are having the sun in Libra, and it's all about the relationships. It's all about the balance. It's all about bringing things together, and bringing that alliances and bringing that community or communion together. And when we do that, and when we bring it together, right, this is, what do you need to let go of? Because things are going to be, squaring off to Saturn. So when they are trining off to Saturn. So when they trine off to Saturn, and it looks over and says, look and see what you have done. Do you need to go back and revise? I'm nervous about how quickly I've been exploding. Need prayers that I calm down and don't hurt others. Call in your angels. Call in your angels. Because you got Mars retrograde, and that's the whole thing, is that with Mars retrograde squaring Saturn over the next couple of days, and like really doing this hard aspect, is saying, I want to hold you accountable. And then if you're seeing others who aren't holding themselves accountable, it's not your responsibility to get them to hold that responsibility. It's not up to you. It's not up to you to get somebody else to hold their responsibility for anything. All right. You can just, the thing is that by what I mean by that is that you don't make them do it. It's like, do that. You got to hold that, or you got to act nice. You can't do that. What you can do is that you can go with what your actions are. It's like, this is how I'm going to act. These are my boundaries, and I'm no longer allowing that in my facility. It's like, even for, when, voting, I'm no longer accepting that. And I'm choosing over here, or I'm choosing this. I'm choosing this as to be my mayor. I'm choosing this person to be my school trustee. This is what I'm starting to do, because I'm starting to look at the responsibilities of what I want in my world and how I want that to play out. Right? How to sever relationships with high-strung people, especially when they are close. So this is where, whoa. Especially when they're close. When they're high-strung, and I get that, people high-strung, is that, one, don't give them fuel. Don't give them fuel. That's the whole thing. Remember, this is combustible. 19 degrees Aquarius, Venus, Yod, 1. You don't want to give them fuel. So it's, if they're like, you're just a fucking bitch, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. You might want to go and punch them in the face. You might want to go and you might be like, I'm gonna. You don't want to do that. You want to take that breath and walk away. And just breathe and just say, thank you. I get what you're saying. Even because the thing is that if, when you're giving somebody like that fuel, their voices get louder. Let their voice get louder. This is where I've even walked out of a room and gone for a walk. Right? Talk lights everything up. They smoke too much. Yeah. So it sounds like you're talking about a Caribbean person there, Chantal. But if the thing is that if the more you lead into them, the more you give to them, the more fuel they have. And the thing is that they go for the drama. They go for the drama. And the thing is that the one thing is that when they go for the drama, it's like, okay, I'm not going for the drama. When they're calm, if there's a calmness, or if you find an opportunity of calmness, and just let them know in a calm voice, I'm not, you know what? I'm not going to deal with your yelling anymore, or if you're doing what you're doing. That's not what I'm going to go for. And you got to take that sometimes more than once. And it is, and especially with this energy, it's explosive. It's explosive. And this explosive energy is going to be coming back to your accountability. And how do you want your accountability to be? And that's the importance. How do you want the end results to be? And when you don't, like when you continue to fuel, and what happens to you, what happens to your body when you fuel it? That's the other thing. I know I get very stressed, I get shaky, I get angry, and it takes me a while to shake their shit off. I don't want that. Right? I don't want that. I don't want to be, to have that. And and the guilt is like, because you feel it's your responsibility to take care of them, or to make sure that they're fine, or whatever it is that they're upset and mad about. Because remember, they're never upset or mad about the things that they're upset and mad. There's probably something else that's triggering them in their life, right? And that's the thing is that you have to, and it's training, it's training, it's practice. But there's consequences for the actions. And you can point out things, and that's about it. But pointing out things when it's calm, right? That's the thing, and it's, if you don't want to go for coffee with them, if you don't want to do that, right? And that's the whole thing. Yeah, well, gaslighting you is that because he doesn't want to see his own truth, or believe what his own truth is, and taking the 100% responsibility for his own self. And when he's not taking that 100% responsibility for his own self, right? That is when you have to do, and it's just like what Candace is saying, is that you have to record it. You have to put down things. You have to be diligent. You have to take responsibility and accountability for your actions. And this is where it's like, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. And stepping out of situations is scary. Stepping out of situations that are abusive, stepping out of situations that are bad, right? And this is where, well, then don't open the emails. Just put them in a file. Just put them in a file. That's the thing. Just put them in a pile. Don't even open them. Like, I'd put them in a file and I'd keep them. And just do that. And yes, and then print them off and burn it. Just print them off. Don't read them. And send them to your lawyer. Yeah, exactly. So print them off. Just leave them there, and just don't. The thing is that that's engagement, right? If you are engaging, then you are responding, and then you're feeding into the fuel. But that's not what we want. We don't want you feeding into the fuel. Fool the fuel. We don't want to do that. and it's difficult sometimes. It's difficult because I know many people are going through this right now where, still things, even behind the scenes, even for me, it's like, but I got to a point that I don't care because I know what I'm doing and I know my truth and I got to stick to who I am. At the end of the day, I have to be who I am, not who somebody else wants me to be or to bow down to. Because when I do that, that's a detriment to me and my truth, right? Make copies and mail them to his whole family. But this is where, this is a very volatile week. I'm letting you know, and it's all the way till next Wednesday. So we're in this really cray-cray energy right now. And this is where, for all of us that are going through situations, some of them may not even be ones that we are totally directed at. Some may be other parts or that we're seeing from other people. And we just have to watch our own selves. That is the number one thing. Watch how you behave. Watch how you react. Okay? And the thing is okay, see you, Dana. The more you stay into your light, the harder it is for them to continue. They will try. Because they're looking for you to react. They're looking for you to say something or do something. So that's going to give them fuel. They will even, with this energy, it's like people will even find things to create more of a cray shit. And that's not, and the thing is this energy is really where, people can get very depressed and they can get very low with this because it's Mars. I was watching this morning, I was out in my back alley at about 5:00 this morning, and there was Venus out, and then there was Mars. And it was like in between the god and the goddess, in between that beautiful energy of bringing balance into me and asking for that balance. And that's what it is. It's like, light a candle today. Light a candle and do a ritual. Just a quiet little ritual. You don't have to do anything spectacular, but it is a great time for you to just light a candle and do some internal ritual for yourself of releasing. For Amanda, maybe it's burning all those emails, right? To lovely misbehaving, it could be that, okay, I'm going to call in my angels. I'm going to say, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, be with me, in me, and around me. Protect me, guide me through my day. Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, help me to speak with this person. Give me the words and the substance I need in order for me not to be so reactive. Help me to stay in my love and my light. Right? And it's a constant thing, right? Canine dogs looking for a guy that turned out to be 22. We had hawks and canines looking for a guy. Crazy. Struggling with life, yeah. So this is it. This is why we have to go back to the ritual. This is why we have to go back and come into this grounding and come into our own. Like, what is it that we want to bring into our own? It's that even our own penance. It's like, this is between me and my God. This is between me and him and her, right? And bringing that in and saying, please watch over and bless me, guide me. I know I've done wrong. And coming in and saying, you know what? Yes. And I'm going to pull my energies back from that, even from that video that I posted. And this is where it's like, with that, saying the things, and some of them I truly do believe. I do believe what I did say, but it's like, okay, I could have probably done it in a different way, but it's okay. I did what I did, but now I'm going to atone for my own actions and take responsibility for my actions and say, no, I don't need to have that out there. I'm going to bring in, and I want to bring in more. I want to bring in the peace and the light and the love. I want to come out and I want to send out blessings of love and light and pure source energy. Blessings of love and light, pure source energy. It's hard sometimes because I am human and I'm dealing with other humans. It's hard because you get frustrated and overwhelmed and scared and sometimes feel like nothing ever goes your way, or you feel like, holy shit, why the fuck does this always happen? Or why is this going on in my life? And you're just like, and this is like, okay, well, I have allowed that in my life somehow, somewhere, some way. I've allowed it. How can I stop it? What is it that I can do? So if I act this way and this is the reaction I get, I'm going to try a different way. I'm going to start looking into a different way of my reaction and looking at a different way of how I am going to step forward in my life and how I'm going to step forward to make the changes I need to make in my life. And that could be something like, okay, I need to go for a walk. I need to change my diet up. I need to, whatever it is. Right? If you're struggling because you don't even got a GED. Yeah. So this is where it's, this energy. And who's this Danza, if that is your real name. Danza Gianna Carlo. Like, what are you, Italian or something? I should say, or something. Oh my goodness. Coming in and just, and picking, wanting to see, look at, that's it. Somebody like this idiot coming in, Danza Granado Carlo, whatever the fuck his name is, coming in and wanting to poke a fight for what? Because he's aggravated and he's pissed off because his life isn't going the way he wants it to go. So let me target somebody else in my life. And that's the whole thing. It's like, people are going to come in. I want to target you. So it's like, somebody might be having an issue with somebody else and I might be associated with that person. Then they want to make me a part of that and then target me. And it's like, no, I don't want to be targeted with you with your little low life bullshit. I don't need to be doing that. So it's Chinese. Oh, what the fuck. Anyways, I think you're an insult if it is Chinese. This is where this energy is coming in, is like, you get people who want to do that. And we do have people in control that are doing that and are trying to do negative things in and around us, and I am going to point out our mayor, because I think he's a little bit of a dipshit right now. And with some of the things that he's doing, he's not well. No, he's not. And right up to our own, whether it's our prime minister, whether it's the chancellor of Germany, whether it's the president of the United States or the president of the Philippines right now. There's a lot of shit that's going on that people are not, taking that responsibility or abusing things. Look at what's happening. And JP Spears, new video on California, and I'm laughing because I know a lot of people down in California, and a couple of them have said to me, it's like, oh, California's okay, it's not as bad as, I'm like, really? Well, the picture I'm seeing and what the BBC just put out about downtown LA and the shit, literally shit in your streets right now is horrific. It's horrific. And looking at the things that are going on and the high tax, that's why so many people are leaving California. There might be some beautiful spots, and I believe if you're established there, and there's some beautiful spots, but when they're going to tax, people over 54% of their income because they've locked everything down and nobody can work, It's just, oh, there's going to be such an uproar. There's going to be some craziness, but I think he's going to get a little bit of backlash for that, but it was funny. It's funny how he poked fun at the mayor and the governor of California, and how he does, because he does it in such a, when you listen to it, it's like, it's funny. Anyways, I posted it up on my wall too, or posted it up on my story for you to watch. So there are things that are happening that, you know what, we just need to light a candle today, and light a candle. And I I just really want to say something today, but I'm biting my tongue because it's where light a candle, come into our ritual, right? The governor of Minnesota is a clown too. You got these guys who have power, right? It's not easy, MJ. It's not easy. I don't know, Candace, what do you have on you that this guy is just being a dickhead? 100%, I got to say it, 100% Italian, really? What do you do? Still live with your mama, and your mama still brushes your teeth and wipes your ass? Oh my goodness. And cuts your spaghetti up so you don't slurp all over. Oh, I don't know, but it's turning me on. Candace, you're funny. Yes. I mean, he can get you to senior greeter. I mean, if he can get you to senior greeter, this means that he works at Walmart. God bless Walmart. Don't let idiots steal your beauty. Isn't that the truth? That's the truth. So bringing in the love and the light is so important. But, definitely staying in holding on to things that aren't true to you is just going to bring in stress, and it's going to bring in not the story that you want. And you want to have a reflection of your spiritual self, your true identity, and old stories, purge them. This is a time of purging and letting go of the old stories, and doing that spiritual self, that true identity of the old stories. So for those who are out there in my beautiful, soulful land, if you want to book a reading, get a hold of me on thegurumama.com. I do have on the 29th, it's $10, where we are getting together and we are going over the October calendar to look at where we want to do, if any spells, or if you want to do any particular work during October, what would be a good time? Like going over September's calendar. This is not really a good time to be doing stuff or trying to push things forward too much. It's just not going to work right now. You can try, but yeah, it's crazy. So if anybody wants to book a reading or get their natal chart done, definitely book that in. And get a hold of me, and we'll give you some times. And we also have the Celtic Moon coming forth on October 24th, where I'm working with the energies of I can't find anyways, my book, my Celtic book. There it is. It's right beside me. Be working through this book. And so we're going to be working with the goddesses of Avalon. And so we're going to be coming in to promote spiritual and emotional wellness and wholeness. This book, we're going to be doing different elixirs and bringing in elixirs and examine the psycho-spiritual healing and rebirthing of ourselves. The moon of transformation is the third moon. It's the Avalonian cycle of revealing is called the moon of transformation and associated with the herb wormwood. It is the third of the fourth moon during the time of Sariden, and the lunar moon begins on the first full moon when the sun is in Capricorn and the full moon is in Cancer. So that is for the solstice, right? So, and we will talk about the different moon phases that are going to be coming up, and how they are going to, especially December 1. So this moon, when we're doing the monthlies, we're going to be doing it every month. I'm going to try and get this going on every month. And when we're doing it every month, then it also helps to give you sort of insights on what is going to be going on. And also with doing this is going to be where we're going to be starting on the 24th. And then who's ever joining me in that group, we can decide. Here you go. It's a really fabulous book. That's the author. And that's the book. So if you wish to join me on that, let me know. It's a year-long course, so we'll be working with this for over a year and going through the different moon phases. And if you want to join me, let me know. It's $50 a month. All my prices are in Canadian dollars, so for you Americans, that's a huge deal. And we're going to come through and creating the mother elixir, prepare the daughter elixir, daily work with yarrow. I love yarrow. So we're going to be doing, learning about this together and working on this together. So this is the woman who wrote this. She has a master's in Celtic Studies from the University of Wales, Trinity of St. Davis, and is the founder of the Sisterhood of the Avalon. She works in, she has been a priestess in the Avalonian tradition for almost 30 years. So it is. I'll steal this book from the bookstore. So this is where it is a fabulous book. So and if you want to steal it, you'll just have the worth. I feel like this person is touched a little bit, and it's hard for me. Let's see. I don't know. Giving him status settings. I'll have to go through, and I got to go back and find out how I can block people when I'm on here. So, and in doing that. So, hang on. If he were closer, I would touch him right in the nose. 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 Yeah. Are we blocking Pappy? Yeah, I was trying to block him, but I'm, because it gets annoying after a while with people. Just disruptive, and that's the whole thing. You don't want to have that energy in and around. You don't want to have that type of energy that's there. It's just not. It's not conducive for anybody, and it doesn't bring anything positive into our alignment. And the more fuel you give somebody like that, it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate that people are like that. Select the user, click, block, and report. Yeah. So, and since I'm not on my main, because I'm going through Streamline. So take it to the streets. So you guys are funny. So today, really be kind to yourself, be kind in what you are doing. And, I am going to, so Candice, you're selling an essential oil holder. So Candice is selling an essential oil holder. It's on Facebook. So she has that. That's cool. So anyways, that's all I have to say for you guys today. Definitely get a hold of me for my classes. They're on Facebook and stuff. Or if you want any more information, definitely get a hold of me. My friend is making them and selling them. He's really good. Awesome. Okay. I will show that to I'm going to see if Andrea at Blessed Circle might be interested in them. And having a couple there for her, for display. I don't know. Maybe. So, but anyways, that's all. My brain is just went, whoop. Yep, they just wiped it clean. So, any closing remarks, my dear lovelies, for going forth today? Well, sending you all so much love today, and may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you, and all that you say, and all that you be, and all that you do. Definitely click so that you can get a reminder when I'm on, both on Facebook and on Periscope. And definitely do that for the Guru Mama and Mary June Tracy. Just there's my logo up there, Mary June Tracy, and I'm also known as the Guru Mama. So definitely look me up. So sending you out so much love, everyone. Have a great one. And thank you for joining me, Miss Northern Minnesota today, and from Switzerland. Thank you so much. So have a fabulous day. And remember, light a candle today and do some ritual. Blessed be everybody. Bye-bye.